Yo, welcome back to this week's weekly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is an exciting day. We're gonna give you guys a little inside look, a little BTS at, actually, what's cool about today is this is the first client that I ever got as an entrepreneur. The first client I pitched and, won, so to speak, and we've been working with them ever since day one. It's a super cool group. Kate Bowler, put her here on the screen for you. Jess and Harriet, they just hired a new lady for their team, actually Gwen. So we're gonna go do a little content today. We're kicking off more of a YouTube focus with them. We've been doing social, we've been doing podcast promotion, Facebook, Instagram advertising, kind of a whole digital gamut of stuff. And then Sammy's gonna come out and see us as well. So today's gonna be a cool day. We actually haven't seen them since pre-COVID. It's been, I guess it's almost been a year, if not more than a year. So yeah, this will be cool. Get the link back up with them, get the lowdown. We'll let Kate give you a little update as to what she is working on right now. Should be a lot of fun. Tune in. Check it out. Back in the Bull City, baby. Feels good to be home in D-Town, B-Town, Bulltown. Give me the crown.
Good morning.
Hearing anything?
Well, I guess it's afternoon.
Oh, shoot. Hello. Wow.
Damn! Look at y'all! Look
This is
at
so nice.
y'all! That's so sick.
I know.
Haha, look at that. That is sick.
Wow.
And you did the tapestry?
Tapestry. Where is that going to be
Where
bad?
the
if we
board?
Just
Oh, this is cool. So this is like the station for when you have all of the...
I mean,
Zooms
we're
and everything
thinking,
right now.
now that we're doing like the video with the podcast, this is maybe where she'll do some recording of that.
Will and Wesley.
Yes, we've been on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? With the
Not on it,
sweatshirts?
but we're
Featured?
consistent watchers.
No, that's not vlog.
No, you're on
I was just on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe today's the day.
Today is the day. We're
Will and
leveling up.
Wesley even made their own, they were inspired by your work.
Yes.
And made their own
They're
lacrosse
kind of
video.
informal interns right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For here?
For you.
I was like, I got the whole squad.
The music backwards will say Jet Collective.
The
Jet
next
Club.
cut you guys are gonna get, it'll be like, Kate, it'll be brought to you by Jet Collective. And then it'll be like,
Oh, these videos
WWW.
very weird.
hey, so good question.
We need like paint head solo t-shirts with your big hair.
Oh yeah.
It'd be recognizable.
So beautiful.
I think so.
I just want Jacob in a beautiful, terrible day shirt. Just
Yeah.
like an ambivalent.
I'm ready for that.
moody Brit.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Good.
So part of the tension we have in this room is that this will be where she records podcasts, so that then we have a beautiful background in the
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
recording. But you need a little bit more depth because at first we had this like closer
Yeah,
to
for
the wall,
sure.
but you can't see. It looks like a little hostagey.
Oh, yeah.
So we told it toward the door because it looks a little bit better.
So yeah, and then we have this other thought where, let's show us, we want to show you the FaceTime video, which looks, but then we switched it to the, can you
Oh,
turn
yeah.
Next.
So here, I'll show you the difference.
Yeah, the lights that you use for this
Okay.
most likely won't be on you. So you might have a light that's like positioned a little further back or higher up that illuminates this by itself, and then you'll have another one of you that might be like a table light or a smaller light like this that's... And you have your ring light too, right?
We have two ring lights.
The one that you put your phone in?
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
then-
that'd probably be good to have it in here. So.
Match the angle of that back wall,
Yeah.
but that's why it's all crooked.
Oh, yeah, I see. I didn't even notice that until you
the
said
most
something.
Obnoxious building. Apparently, it is hot in here. Apparently, they built it on an existing train track was here,
Yeah.
and so they wanted to match the arc of the train track, which I'm sure is cool for architecture, but it's very impractical for furniture.
Someone said that in a meeting, and everyone was like, "That's a really cool idea."
Beautiful
and then,
idea.
No one thought
And then
it up.
everyone was like, "Oh my God, not a single one of these offices is straight."
Yeah.
Like, look at these ceiling tiles. They're all like
No, 100%.
partials.
The dude who's like, yeah, you got to cut all of those.
Every
at a
single
specific-
one
he's
has
like,
to be cut at these very strange
Yeah.
angles. I don't know. I think that's what we should
Yeah.
do. Is it a pain to set up?
No, it's really not, because like nowadays, most of these camera companies have an app you download on the computer that literally once you plug your,
It
it registers it as a webcam. So you could have like a nice DSLR right there on just like a Gorilla Pod, and then Kate's gonna have that aesthetic of what
That's
you're
way
looking
better.
for. Yeah.
A nice camera. We'll set that up on like a small little thing here, so it'll be like we'll pull this
You've
back.
seen
and
those
have a little
Gorilla
bit of
Pod
room.
tripods that like bend around?
They can like fit in all
Yeah.
sorts of different ways.
Okay.
And then have that light on top of that.
It's real solar. It gets real eye-heading.
Gotcha. That's not bad actually.
This lens right up her nose with that.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one is mine. This is mine.
So I think a vibe like that
Oh yeah.
is gonna be a lot better than a vibe like that.
Yeah.
You know, because that's kind of more of the aesthetic where it's like slightly Burt in the background,
Yeah.
but you're cut out. You could get custom neon signs. That might be kind of cool.
That's what we.
Jess
I
would
really
love
want a
custom
neon
neon.
sign.
That would be
I don't know
great,
how it
and
would
then you
light
gotta-
up.
Yeah.
We could try it, but
I
there's
don't know if it
also
would work with
desk
a
size
tapestry.
ones.
Yeah. A desk-mounted neon sign on a stand. Think about like a cool way of like a tiered stack.
That's
of, like,
right. Put some books down even,
Yeah.
or. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think we should get. Just like yeah,
Just clean it. Just does it.
and subtly letting you know that it's disgusting in here. Oh my god. That's good.
Why I just missed Miyagi the shit out of
Yeah,
your service.
I just like took like 30 seconds longer than I thought it was going to take. Oh, it's really funny. What I want to be able to do is to be able to have like a bunch of different clothes that
Yep.
I can bring in to swap out, and then I want to be able to do like little videos that I have we bought a bunch of stuff like teleprompters.
Yeah.
And we also bought one of these just because it makes us happy. So we're gonna do a lot of that.
That's awesome.
It just feels important to us.
So just do like if we revolve around. You'll see how well lit you are with these.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Yeah. Like you could change your seating too if you wanted to. Like maybe you had, if you actually rotated and you wanted to have a chair that you could position more towards it, you could have a station with that. But I think you really want to use this when you can.
And we can open the giant windows too.
Where we're going to try to avoid the window. And we're going to put you right here. And then we're going to open up these guys.
Jacob, he's a human thermometer. He knows when it's getting hot.
Jessica was the most popular name in 89, 90, and 91. So I had a zillion Jessicas. I'm sure you had a ton of Catherines.
Sweet Valley twins.
Yes.
Elizabeth stayed in and got her homework done, but Jessica.
Jessica. Trouble.
Want to rotate a little bit more to where you're kind of
I kind
in
of like
between
that
these items.
though.
But it's clean, right?
Yeah.
And then this one kind of feels like if you were really well lit and you've got a nice,
I do kind of like that though.
right? Like that would be really cool.
Let's do that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you need a
me
light
see.
on you and then the lighting's not great, but you'll get an idea
Oh,
for
fun.
the Yeah.
That's so fun.
I like that.
I think you could use a bookshelf. A big
Could you fill something like that?
Yeah.
with books?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking more of like, could we find like, oh well. Oh, you should see her office at the Divinity School.
fill
It's
something
a
like
full
that.
Oh, I didn't
wall
realize you
of
had
books.
another
Oh yeah.
space.
I've got like
So many offices,
hundreds and
so
hundreds
many
and hundreds
books.
and hundreds and hundreds of books.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they're pretty
Firm.
firm.
I'm just trying to find my book. Hilariously, I have to look for the words polar bears. Alright. It's a strange fact that sometimes the people who love you will be among the first to stop worrying about you.
What is going on, everybody? So I am here with the magnificent Jessica Ritchie.
Thank you so much.
So
I feel
a little
so
bit about
honored.
Jess. I'm gonna toot Jess's horn first, and then I'm gonna tell a story to everyone because I prepped it on our way in here, and now we're gonna put a face with a name.
Amazing.
So Jess is the executive producer of the Everything Happens podcast, and she's Kate Bowler's like right-hand woman for a lot of what they do. And the podcast is at what, 4.6 million downloads. Kate's brand has been exploding over the past year, and there's a book coming September 28th, No Cure for Being Human, and Jess played an integral role in the brand, the book, execution as well. But more importantly to me, I'm gonna be a little selfish, is Jess is the first person who ever gave me a shot as an entrepreneur.
Jacob.
Yeah, she was the first one. So Jess, I was introduced to Jess through a mutual friend, and I sent you an email with a very general, like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do.
That's right.
And we jumped on a call, and I thought the call went pretty well.
Yeah, you have enthusiasm, energy.
But it took like a day or two to hear back from you, and I
Mostly
thought
because I'm bad at
and I
emailing.
thought I screwed it up. And I thought I screwed it up. I was pitching to help Jess and Kate and Harriet, another one of their team members at the time, with social media content. I was just getting into the game, and you guys were the first one that bet on me. So I want to say thank you, because that was super, super cool.
Look at you
Yeah,
now.
it was epic, and
Burt
we've been
Media
and
Group.
yeah. So like a year and a couple. How long was that ago? That was
It was like January probably.
January
of 2020.
of 2020. So we're
Right?
like a year and a couple months
Yeah.
into the game. But I want what you to tell the people is like, you edit podcasts, you work with Kate on a daily basis, you have this creative spirit, you're also a student, like you've got this crazy hustle. What is your advice to like, we're gonna go with a little like thought leadership here from Jess. What is your advice to like young creatives? You know, like you've been a part of like brand building, you've seen stuff I think start from early on. What do you say to that young creative or that young social media kid who's trying to take the next step? What should they focus on? Where should their head be at? This was a surprise question. This was a surprise question. This was a surprise
It needs
question.
to be very profound.
And are you
thought leader.
you're self-taught with your podcast stuff, right?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we decided to, we had an expensive version of how we were doing the
Yeah,
podcast.
exactly.
And then we were like, well, we'd like to make more episodes because the people want them.
Yep.
And so we need to find a cheaper way to do it. Maybe I could learn how to do it. And then the pandemic hit and we're like, oh no, we really need to figure out a scrappy way to
For sure.
record these.
Yep.
So I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I'm familiar with Adobe products. So
Yep.
it's a little easier to
Yeah.
edit them. But advice to younger creatives. I think I would say do the thing that like feeds your soul. Like
love
what
that.
makes you feel creative
That's a
and
great
then
one.
do that. So for me it'd be like reading poetry always makes me feel creative because a lot of
Yeah.
times I'm working on other people's creative projects.
Exactly.
So sometimes I don't have the like creative energy necessarily
For sure.
around it.
I've found that a lot. It pulls it out of you. Then
That's
you're like,
right.
I gotta go do my own thing.
I need to do something
Yeah.
that makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
Or I like did a lot of have done a lot of hand lettering in
Yeah.
the past, and I used to
Nice.
hate doing commissions because I was like, meh, like
Yeah.
somebody else likes this
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I have no interest. So I'd always have to like carve out space to do the thing that like filled me creatively at the same time.
I love that. And so walk us through, last thing, how you learned how to use the Adobe Suite. How you learned how
Oh
to do
yeah, great question. Well, I was the editor-in-chief of my yearbook in
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
a million years ago. So that's how I was introduced to all of the Adobe products. And
But
then
no formal-
No, never.
no
never.
formal training,
Never
yeah.
taken a graphic design class or any sort of
So
anything.
that's what I wanted to connect the dots on for everyone, because you can see like Jess is doing creative at a super high level, but never received any formal training. So I think that's like a big lesson coming out of this, is that like do the work, watch the YouTube videos, get into the programs, trial by fire, click buttons, learn on the go, and you can really get somewhere.
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
have
a lot of
passion behind it.
Googling.
A
Yeah.
lot of Googling.
A lot
yeah.
of Googling.
Yeah.
Just like, I like the look of this. How to use Illustrator. Great.
No, that's awesome. So you guys heard it here first from Jess Ritchie. You can check out the Everything Happens project, what they do. Kate Bowler, at Kate Bowler on Instagram and Twitter, and then check out the Everything Happens podcast on
Wherever
anywhere
you
you listen to podcasts.
podcasts.
Wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.
Finally got
check
my
that
hoodie
out.
a year later.
Sammy gets her hoodie when it's like 95 degrees out.
Yeah, right? Like it's so hot out.
Boom shakalaka. Great session with Kate and team. Did a lot of like future planning for videos we're gonna do with them. But you know, it's always great to see the peeps And yeah, now we're gonna go get some food at Torero's, which is a Mexican restaurant in Durham. I don't think I've been there before, but we out here. I hope we can park there. You think we can park there? You think we can park there?
I hope there's like a follow-up to that is like, hey, I've got to take just for
And they got free parking inside the fence lots.
This is $250 vlog right there.
Yeah, right.
Gorgeous on Mexican.
Yeah.
When I look my best. Man, I don't know if we beat Toreros or Toreros beat us. But either way, we're feeling pretty stoked after a good session. Pretty full. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And we will see you guys. Oh, wait, get Sammy in it first.
Oh, yeah. You got anything you want to say?
Peace.
Peace.